So thank you for having me. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
Yeah, so Friends of Ebony is, we started off really just as a blog. I wanted to tell my friends about giving and what I was doing in the community, and it's since grown into a sort of boutique marketing communication agency that works with African American millennials and providing tools and resources about philanthropy and giving and civic engagement. So we host webinars, we host panel discussions, and coming up in June, we're actually hosting a 2-day summit where we're going to provide workshops and intensive sessions for directed predominantly for African American millennials so that they can have the tools and resources that they need to be most effective in the community work that we do. So yeah, we blog, we do a lot of things. So yeah, it's grown and I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome. I just wanted to read part of your bio here. As a recognized thought leader among her generation, Ebony holds nearly a decade of corporate and nonprofit marketing communication experience. Ebony currently uses her professional expertise and passion for giving to serve as a marketing communication consultant focused on millennial civic engagement. She is also an enthusiastic philanthropist, public speaker, and freelance writer. Can you tell me why is your passion philanthropy? What sort of drew you to philanthropy?
You know, it's funny you ask that and sort of use the word philanthropy. It's definitely a word that, as part of a community of giving and a culture of giving, we haven't accepted as much, even though a lot of the work that we've done for decades and years has been philanthropy. Traditionally, when we think about philanthropy, we think of old, white, and wealthy. And within our communities of color, we do things perhaps not in the largest wealth giving, but truly in our time and of our knowledge base. So I think that learning and beginning to understand the new frame and sort of the modern day philanthropist, not just necessarily within the confines of our culture of giving, but also within our generation. Millennials have begun to take on giving in a different way, not always in money, but also in time. And I think that if you look at the root of the word philanthropy, it's the love of mankind. And so as we begin to take on that word and all of its meaning, we're moving away from the traditional sort of frame of what philanthropy used to be and really what it is and what it has been, as we begin to really take on and accept it, that word and what it is and who we are. We are philanthropists in our time and our giving and the love that we give back to our community. So that's really why I'm so passionate about using that word so folks can begin to acknowledge themselves as that. But in terms of just why I enjoy giving, it's just kind of part of who I am. So,
right. Where do you see Friends of Ebony going?
You know, that's always a question I ask myself. As a social entrepreneur, you realize that the dream and the vision that you have, it's always evolving and always changing. So where we are right now, we're really in a space where we want to make sure that our constituents are as effective as they can be, which is why we're hosting the summit in June. But also, as a consultant, I really want to make sure that nonprofit organizations and foundations are as knowledgeable as they can be about engaging with African American millennials. As multicultural as this generation is, unfortunately, the messaging and the ways that organizations engage with us isn't always the most effective as it could be. And so part of my mission is to help them to do that through communication and the right messaging and strategizing so that they can use us to be part of their sustainable their sustainable track as they move forward.
Right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
No problem.
And I just want to tell everybody else about the Impact Leader of the Month series. In 2007, Impact started the Impact Leader of the Month series, which acknowledges professionals under the age of 40 who are movers and shakers in their communities. And at the end of the year, we welcome these leaders to our annual event, Preview a Red Carpet Affair, during the Congressional Black Caucus Annual Legislative Conference. And there we acknowledge and award the Impact Leader of the Year. So it's almost May, so if you know someone who would be a great pick for our May Leader of the Month, please let us know. Please email me, erica.butler@impact-dc.com. Thank you so much, Ebony, for joining us.
Thanks, Erica. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.